I'm Brittany Lewis, a breaking news reporter here at Forbes. Joining me now is New York City Council member Joanne Ariola. Council member, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
On Tuesday night, migrants at Floyd Bennett Field in New York were relocated to James Madison High School on Tuesday night due to severe weather. The students then on Wednesday then transitioned to remote learning at the high school. What's your reaction to this situation?
My reaction is a very big I told you so. When Floyd Bennett Field was first proposed, I told the administration that this was the wrong site, that it easily flooded, inclement events constantly, happen there. No barrier from the wind, no barrier from flooding, no barrier from storms of any kind, and we're in the middle of winter. So I feel that this is going to continue to happen.
That's an interesting point because I talked to an assembly member back in August about this, and they said the same exact thing about Floyd Bennett Field, that it floods very easily. So if these migrants had to be relocated essentially in the middle of the night, if you look at the forecast, there is inclement weather for New York on the horizon here. Is Floyd Bennett Field safe to begin with at all, inclement weather or not?
It is not safe at all, and that has been our contention from the moment that it was proposed. The governor asked for this property from the federal government approved it, and the city signed the lease for it. We went through, we spoke with them, we begged them, we pleaded with them, we showed documentation as to why it is unsafe for people to reside on Floyd Bennett Field, and we have initiated a lawsuit for an injunction, which will be heard on January 18th.
I'm curious at who you think specifically is to blame here. You posted this. I want to read it and then get your reaction. Taxpayers are being overburdened. Our students are being inconvenienced. The school that is meant for the students is now going to be packed with just about 2,000 people, and the city does not have a really comprehensive plan. Who is at fault for what you're describing as not a comprehensive plan?
This is on the city. And I've attended many of the hearings and always asked about what the plan was for evacuation, for housing up to 2,000 migrants in a desolate a desolate national park, and I was never given any answers. They said a plan is in place, but I've never seen the plan. And anytime something has happened, the plan was always done like on the spot. So if this were a regular natural disaster that came in and we had to evacuate any of the surrounding areas, we would use Flatbush Avenue and it would go straight to Brooklyn College. Why was Madison High School used? There was no reason for it. And one of the things that we were saying from the very beginning is, in addition to flooding, there is so much wind at Floyd Bennett Field. Today I was there and it was only 35-mile-per-hour winds, and it was pushing us back. 67-mile-per-hour winds would have taken those tents down. We were lucky that it didn't get that high.
Can you talk about your visit to Floyd Bennett Field? What was that like? What was the atmosphere like? Take us right there.
Well, Floyd Bennett Field, just to give you a little background, they see 1 million visitors per year. That is our national park. That's our green space. What's happened now is it's turned into a migrant base camp. When I was there today, I saw a number of migrants coming out with their school children with backpacks on, walking, to the entrance, which is quite a distance from the base camp, and each of them seemed quite downtrodden. And then to learn that over at the school, where that school had to be remote and those 4,000 students were disrupted, not only are they not going to be were not able to go to school today, but they will not be able to have their winter dance this evening because of this. This cannot go on. So when we said Floyd Bennett Field is a bad place for migrants, and because it's unsafe, no one should be there and residing there temporarily or any long term, we were right. No one wants to listen. Even to today, when I spoke with the mayor's office, they said, well, we have nowhere else to put people. And I said, well, you shouldn't put them in places where they are not safe. And Floyd Bennett Field has proven itself to be not safe.